A couple of weeks back, Tom Aspinall floated the idea of the UFC stripping Jon Jones of his title, citing Jon's pectoral injury and the extended recovery period. Just last night, Jon finally addressed Tom's remarks on X. Jon posted this. He stated, "I've faced the absolute toughest competition this world has offered for 15 years now. In the midst of preparing for a title defense, I sustained a significant injury, requiring surgery for the first time in my career. Now, newcomers are calling for my championship to be stripped. 0 wins over legends, 0 title defenses, and already thinking you can call the shots with Dana. That's hilarious. In my 15-year career, I've seen countless guys touted as the next big thing. There's only ever been one Jon Jones. Never forget that." Tom Aspinall responded, acknowledging, "You're right. Sorry, Jon." Shifting gears, Giga Chikadze withdrew from UFC 296 due to a torn groin, sidelining him from the scheduled bout against Josh Emmett. Giga shared footage of the injury moment on his Instagram, captioned with, "Happens. I'll be back very soon." In a surprising turn, Neil Magny disclosed that Ian Gary's comments almost jeopardized his custody of his children. Speaking with James Lynch, Neil expressed how Gary's comments had more significant consequences beyond the press conference drama. Headlines were circulating, portraying Neil negatively in his custody battle. "It was a lot bigger than just selling a pay-per-view. It literally impacted my children's relationship with me, and there were consequences I had to face." Shifting to BKFC 56, Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch shared their thoughts. Both are unwavering in their belief that Mike Perry won't be losing to anyone anytime soon. Meanwhile, Dricus du Plessis exuded confidence, expressing his readiness to take on his division. He even entertained the idea of challenging Alex Behate for the light heavyweight title and achieving double champ status if he emerges victorious against Sean Strickland at UFC 297. Speaking to Submission Radio, Dricus boldly stated, "The Izzy fight is where I genuinely believe I would have dominated him. He has good takedown defense, but people underestimate the difference between myself and Israel Adesanya. If I had taken hold of him, it would have been a very long night. Well, no, it wouldn't have been a drawn-out night. Admittedly, his striking is commendable, but there's no scenario where Israel Adesanya knocks me out. A bout with Adesanya would still be my top choice for a title defense. It would be incredible. However, it seems like Khamzat is the fighter they're looking to push, and that's all right. My intention is to defend the belt before making any moves up in weight. It all hinges on who I beat and how convincingly I do it. If I go out there and completely dominate Khamzat, what's left? Beating Adesanya after becoming champion essentially cleans out the entire division. The two guys who cleared out the division were Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. Overcoming them doesn't leave much room. Yet, I'm a sizable fighter. I can certainly hold my own at 205. Sorry, there might be a reach disadvantage, but in terms of strength, power, and size, I'm right there. But that's a discussion for the future. Right now, I have one singular goal, Sean Strickland. After that, my focus will shift to whatever comes next. Of course, the double champ status is on my radar. Everyone wants it. It's almost become the norm. Achieving that status is like entering the 1% of the 1%. I certainly aim to be in that elite category. As many are aware, Conor McGregor still hasn't secured an official fight. Rumors are swirling that Conor might headline UFC 300, but the opponent remains uncertain. Speculation pointed to Michael Chandler, especially after both appeared on The Ultimate Fighter. However, both Dana and Conor have repeatedly stated that Chandler isn't confirmed. They've adopted a "we'll see what happens" stance. Charles Oliveira is ready to step up and face Conor. He shared a fight poster on his Instagram story, pitting Oliveira against McGregor at UFC 300. Who would you prefer to see Conor fight, Chandler or Oliveira? Share your pick in the comments. In recent developments regarding Jamahal Hill's recent arrest, new details have surfaced. In our initial coverage, information was scarce, confirming only that Jamahal was arrested after a physical altercation with his brother James, as reported by TMZ. Jamahal responded on his YouTube channel after the news broke. Here's his take on the situation. MMA Fighting recently obtained the police report, revealing new alleged details regarding Jamahal Hill's recent arrest. According to the report, Jamahal and his brother James had an agreement for James and his wife to clean Jamal's vacant and electricityless house for $300. The absence of power had led to food rotting and spoiling. Tensions escalated around 7 p.m. local time when Jamal and James started arguing about the house and other family matters. As per James, the situation intensified when Jamal, shirtless, confronted him and allegedly punched him in the face, causing him to fall. James claimed that he stood back up, and when his wife tried to intervene, Jamal allegedly reached around her and landed another punch, leaving him dazed. The police report notes that James lost a tooth during the altercation, and his face exhibited significant swelling. Further details reveal that the argument intensified when James questioned Jamal about not texting his own daughter, who was present at their Thanksgiving gathering. James accused Jamal of disrespecting women and neglecting his own daughter. James asserted that the first punch thrown by Jamal was a sucker punch. James admitted to debating whether or not to involve the police, stating that he didn't want to jeopardize Jamal's UFC career. However, after allegedly receiving no response to a text seeking an apology, James decided to contact law enforcement. When questioned by an officer, Jamal expressed a desire to speak to his lawyer. Shifting gears to the MMA community, Mike Perry's call-out of Jorge Masvidal sparked discussions. One comment from Bark Academy's 3829 suggests that this could be Jorge's perfect comeback fight, given his history of fearlessness in bare-knuckle battles. Chris L2838 shared their DUI experience in response to Colby Covington's revelation, emphasizing the impact it had on their life. Another commenter acknowledged Colby's trash talk as an act and commended him for attempting to navigate the fight game like everyone else.